Yo, what's going on YouTube? What it do? It's your main man Chukavelli, and today we're talking about how to change a background in Photoshop the quickest, simplest, easiest way that really there is. But I do have one disclaimer. This is for beginners. It ain't for anyone who's very advanced or anything. This is just for people because I know how much I wanted this video for when I started with Photoshop. It's just for people trying to remove a background. Like you see where I am right now, you just want to remove the background. Simple as that, and just put pictures. This might be for people who want to get into memeing. It might be for people who want to start doing YouTube thumbnails. It might be for people who, I don't know, it's a school project. That's what this video is for. Something very quick, very easy. This video isn't even going to be more than 5 minutes. I'm going to make sure of that. So now let's get into Photoshop. But before we get into it, y'all know my slogan. Remember to like, remember to comment, remember to subscribe. That's all I ever ask for. And if I ever ask you for more, then I'll owe you $1. I love you and I love me back. Let's get right into this video. Okay, first you're going to open up the app, the program, obviously. And as you can see, there's no cap in my wrap. There's a lot of thumbnails that I've made using Photoshop. Then you're going to click create new. It doesn't really matter what you use for the dimension size. I tend to make YouTube thumbnails. So we're going to stick with HDTV. Now at this point you're going to put in a picture. Now I'm going to use an old picture of myself. Just works that's what I'm going to do. You can use any picture that you want. You can use pictures from Google. You can use any picture that you want. I'm going to use an old picture of myself. So you're going to go to File and click Place Embedded. From there, I'm going to use an old picture of myself. There you go. You see I look a little different now. But here, you actually don't even need to resize it. You could just leave it as is, right? And here is how easy Photoshop has now made for you to, cut yourself out and remove the background for most images. And I'll show you how to adjust in case this doesn't work as easily for other images. So you're just going to double click on this. Then you're going to go to Window and click Properties. Now, for a lot of you, when you open up Photoshop, especially for the first time or however, you're going to get this by default. You're going to, this window is already going to be here. But in case it's not here, you just do what I just did. You go to Window and you click Properties. See, I clicked it, it went away. Click Properties again to bring it back. Now that I've selected this, you're going to convert it to layers. You're going to click Yes. Now that it's converted to layers, this is how simple it gets. All you do is click Remove Background. And there you go. Boom. That's it. Every single time. Every single time. So now, if you want, you can now go and add another image. So I'm going to go Place Embedded again. And I'm just going to add a picture of my friend and his girlfriend. They've been together a long time. So I'm just going to add them as well. And you can also drag and drop onto files onto there. So I'm just going to add a picture of my friend and his wife. We've been really good friends for a long time. I'm just going to plop that right there. There you go. Great friends of mine. We've known each other. We go way back. And now all you're going to do, you're going to you're going to move this up. And then, you can Control T, press Control T to resize this image. And boom, me and my friends right there in the middle. It really gets that simple. That's how easy it gets. Now, in case you're running into an issue and maybe it wasn't as clean cut as this picture was, right? Let me get rid of my friends for a second. Let's say it wasn't so clean cut. I'm going to click Control T again, right? Let's say it wasn't so clean cut. What you would do is that you're going to click Select. Right here in the top corner, click Select. Oh, sorry, you're going to double click this, going to click Select. Then you're going to click Select and Mask. From here, you have these two options. You can add more to the frame again. Whoops. You're going to click this again. I don't know why this was a magnifying glass option. You're going to click this top one right here, which is the brush. And you can either add or subtract from the selection. So right now, the size that I have the brush on is 6, but we can increase it to like 17. Let's say 20 or 19. Let's leave it at 19. And I'm going to add to the selection. So this will bring back some of my background. You see? Brought it back. You understand? Now if I click Subtract, it'll take it away. And Photoshop does a really good job of knowing what you want in it and what you don't. You just kind of erase it, not erase it, but get rid of it, and then boom, you're back in business. Go ahead, there you go. And it's that simple and it's that easy. Then you would just click OK, and that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, there are some images where there may be a slight problem, but for most people, that's how easy it gets. And that's how you change a background in a nutshell. There are some more advanced settings, like if we click select and then click select and mask, you'll see that there are some settings here. You can adjust the radius of you see now it's a little different. You can adjust the smoothness. There will be, if you mess with these settings, you can really get quite swifty with the removing of backgrounds. But again, that's more of an intermediate to advanced situation that we'd be going through. This video wasn't for that. It was for clean, straight to the point removing of backgrounds. In fact, most times I never even touch this side. I do know a little bit about this side, but most times I never even touch it. What I showed you is how I usually make my thumbnails. And last thing I'll say, this process works best for when you're trying to cut people out of a frame, when you're trying to cut a specific object that is clearly the subject. If you're trying to get rid of the background for an object that isn't clearly the subject, there are more advanced tutorials for that. But for something like this, where I'm trying to cut myself out of a clear, a standard subject and background picture, this is what is going to be best for you. So with that being said, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Peace, man.